Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with part 2 of the road to top 10 in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon OU on the Pokemon Showdown Ladder. Now if you guys missed part 1, feel free to go ahead and check it out. There's a playlist. Also, thank you everybody for all the support. I would love if you could just continue to support the road to top 10. Maybe leave a like if you do enjoy it. You don't got to do it right now. I'm not going to ask you to do it right now. Or leave a comment letting me know why you enjoy it or about the episode. Makes my day. Lets me know you're supporting the content and the road. Now, I actually took some of your guys' suggestions from the last video. I actually had a better slide anyway for the Pokemon, so let's actually 10 times, but let's get into the team real quick. So today's team was given to me by Meat Grinder, and it focuses on Mega Sharpedo / HAWLUCHA sweeping. So the first Pokemon we have on the team is Tapu Lele. Now this Tapu Lele is different than most, as it's not a stall breaker Tapu Lele, it's not a Specs, it's not a Scarf Tapu Lele, but we're PokeaimMD. And what this allows you to do is your Nature's Madness, instead of doing 50%, it does 75%. And this is really nice for Lele because doing 75% means that FERROTHORN is always in range of HP Fire. It means that Bulu's in range of Moonblast or Psyshock if it is Assault Vest. And it really opens up that door for Mega Sharpedo in the back, as well as HAWLUCHA, just being able to get off that damage on Pokemon that would otherwise take the hits, like the aforementioned FERROTHORN, Mega Scizor, Tapu Fini if needed, because that's another Pokemon that can also take a hit from Mega Sharpedo. Also weakening Pokemon like Celesteela, allowing Mons like Sharpedo and HAWLUCHA in the back to put in work. So that's Tapu Lele's role on the team. We're timid, max speed, outspeeds Adamant Zygarde, we speed out with Kyurem, and we knock it out with Moonblast too because they run naive. So next up we have Choice Scarf Landorus Therian form. Now this Landorus is designed to outspeed Adamant Choice Band Zygarde. We have 252 HP, 28 defense. This allows us to take on Pokemon like Charizard X's Flare Blitz and 1,000 arrows from Zygarde relatively well. 32 attack investment means that we guarantee 2-hit KO max defensive TOXAPEX after Black Sledge recovery. Not that they're running max defense, but this just allows us to do that. And we have Hidden Power Ice, of course, to check Zygarde and opposing Landorus. Now, explosions on this set. Explosion is really cool because it becomes a nuke for Pokemon like Zapdos, Megaladios, as well as Pokemon like Gyarados, which could otherwise be threats stopping a Sharpedo sweep. Specifically, Gyarados is a big one, stopping a Sharpedo sweep, which we do outspeed at +1. TOXAPEX is the third member of the team. Now, TOXAPEX is running a Shed Shell. This allows us to reliably switch in on Magma Storm Heatran. As you can see by the team, we don't really like switching in on Heatran, at least thus far. So Shed Shell allows TOXAPEX to come in on Magma Storm and then switch out after it wants to, because Magma Storm Heatran typically runs Taunt, so it can beat TOXAPEX before TOXAPEX can beat it with Scald. Recover Haze, Toxic, and Scald. We're Spadef TOXAPEX, allowing us to take on Pokemon like Ash Greninja. We have 32 speed, that way we can Haze Reuniclus and outspeed them. If it is Calm Mind Reuniclus, and though we're not as worried about Calm Mind Reuniclus because we have PokeaimMD as well as Mega Sharpedo's Crunch. And Toxic over T-Spike. I like Toxic a lot, being able to hit Zapdos, being able to wear down Gyarados. And Greninja, obviously T-Spike is a little bit better, but with Defog being so prevalent in the tier, it makes it a little bit easier for Pex to work. Shed Shell is also pretty good because it allows you to not be trapped by Block Pikamuku. So next up we have Mega Sharpedo. This is what the team is based around. It's Adamant Mega Sharpedo. Speed boost obviously prior to Mega Evolving, so you actually get your speed boost. Psychic Fangs is really nice under Psychic Terrain because it can OHKO TOXAPEX. It's also super solid as a neutral move in general, so if the opponent resists Crunch but doesn't resist Psychic Fangs, it does a ton under the Psychic Terrain, especially with the Strong Jaw boost. Ice Fang is very nice. Pretty much dealing with Landorus and Zygarde. It's better than Water Stab right here because you do need Crunch. That's your strongest attack. That's your Dark Stab. You need Psychic Fangs because TOXAPEX is in the OU tier. And Ice Fang is just super nice. Again, Zygarde, Landorus, Garchomp, just being able to deal with them all in one hit with your Strong Jaw boosted attack. HAWLUCHA is the next member of the team. Now, it's running Psychic Seed on Burden. HAWLUCHA plus Tapus is pretty common. You actually will see HAWLUCHA plus every single Tapu just because of these seeds, which is pretty cool. This HAWLUCHA in particular is designed to beat its counter, which is Zapdos, or one of its best checks, which is Zapdos. Zapdos obviously shrugs off High Jump Kick and Acrobatics even at +2, and then it knocks you out with Discharge / Thunderbolt. With Psychic Seed, you get a Spadef Raise in the Psychic Terrain that actually allows you to SD in front of Zapdos. But be careful because obviously Discharge can paralyze you. And +2 Stone Edge does get rid of Zapdos, provided it connects. Unburden's really nice with 315 speed, which is a speed we hit. We're faster than Modest Kingdra in the rain, and the HP was just what was left over, allowing you to take potentially a Moonblast from Clefable. Be careful about Clefable though, because you're not going to be able to knock it out. +2 Acrobatics. However, weakening it for Shark is really, really solid. Last but not least, we do have Chopple Berry Ferrothorn. Now, this Ferrothorn is running Hidden Power Fire, 8 special attack investment. With a Chopple Berry, it takes a Sacred Sword, excuse me, with ease. It also takes a Secret Sword from Keldeo, but a Sacred Sword with ease from Kartana, and 8 special attack investment guarantees the KO with Hidden Power Fire. Gyro Ball and Power Whip, this is still your Lele check, this is still your Greninja check, and then this is the guaranteed Stealth Rocker on the team. It's to be noted that Chopple Berry also lets you take on High Jump Kick from Lopunny, Mega Metacham's High Jump Kick even, and potentially an unboosted High Jump Kick from HAWLUCHA, Gyro Ball to a KO. So that's just the team real quick, and let's just start looking for a battle. Alright guys, so we got a game. Now my opponent's team is incredibly weak to HAWLUCHA. And he even sets up the terrain for me, which is amazing. I love Tapu Lele's ability to severely weaken Chansey, severely weaken Ferrothorn to the point of Hidden Power Fire or Psyshock. In fact, seeing as how he has Landorus plus Ferrothorn, one of them is going to be the Rocker. If it is Rocks Landorus, it spikes Ferrothorn. Otherwise, I'm assuming it's Scarf. Actually, thinking about it, because he's so weak to Zygarde, I think this should be a defensive Landorus, and maybe Spikes Ferrothorn, plus Scarf Lele, Specs Blacephalon. Then again, Chansey's on the team too, so this makes it really tough to really break down what it is. Z Landorus is another thing it could be. Chansey can be Rocks for sure. I'm going to lead off with Tapu Lele, because I feel like Tapu Lele matches up super well versus Lopunny, preventing its Fake Out. It's also really nice versus Pokemon like Blacephalon, as I switch out to TOXAPEX anyway, and I can just go for my Z move immediately. Now, he leads Blacephalon, which I do not like at all. I'm going to go directly out into my TOXAPEX right here on the expected Shadow Ball. Again, HAWLUCHA is super solid in this game. In fact, all I have to do is weaken Landorus to about 50%, and then +1 Acrobatics sweeps his team. So, throws off a Shadow Ball. Does 30%. Not bad at all, honestly. I unfortunately do not have the Defog on my squad, so as he brings out, oh, I'm glad it was actually Lele. I was gonna say, as he brings out Ferrothorn, it become a little bit of a problem. Now, Tapu Lele comes out. This is a little bit of an issue for me because he can very easily throw off a Psychic or a Moonblast. Obviously, my initial switch in is Ferrothorn, but I have to decide if I want Ferrothorn to take the hit right now. And thinking about it, I think it's worth it, especially if he specs. If he HP fires, it won't OHKO me from full. That didn't do too much at all. I can just get up my rocks. Now, goes right back out into Blacephalon. Now, these rocks are pretty important. Again, Sharpedo is another mon that can just straight up sweep him. In fact, it only needs Ferrothorn gone, which is why Lele is going to be really important, because Sharpedo just wins. I'll easily make the TOXAPEX play. If he tricks or not, that's fine too. Throws off another Shadow Ball. Gets a Spit F drop, unfortunately. This makes it a little bit harder, for sure, as I don't switch and he gets a crit in the next turn, unfortunately. But damage on Blacephalon is nice since it can't come in on Moonblast anymore. Again, this makes it a little bit tough, though, as I definitely want this Pokemon alive. So I think I have to decide whether or not sacking TOXAPEX is the play, or keeping it around, as it's always a switch in Chansey. Him getting a Beast Boost is also pretty problematic too. I feel like it's Scarf Blacephalon though, and while I don't switch in very well to Lele, I feel like I have means for it too, to deal with it. So I'm going to keep my TOXAPEX around, that way he can't spam Moonblast versus me, and get in Ferrothorn here. Doesn't get a Spit Up drop, thankfully, and Gyro Ball will be able to finish off Blacephalon, assuming it's not a Z Blacephalon. Yeah, Gyro Ball does pick, it should pick off Blacephalon. I'm assuming it's Choice Scarf based on the way it's played, so great. Blacephalon is gone, don't have to worry about that. Unfortunately, I traded half my HP for something along those lines, but with Gyro Ball again on the Landorus, and again, this is really, really important. That damage is super crucial for HAWLUCHA, just to be able to sweep. Also, the fact that my opponent is running rocks on that kind of leaves me a little bit weirded out about what Chansey is. Not entirely sure. Anyway, again, Lele is looking set to sweep. I mean, Sharpedo is looking set to sweep. Lele's already in range. Psychic Fangs for Lopunny. I can just throw this away. And Gyarados did 30%. Let me calc that. That's -1. I'm assuming that's offensive Landers. Ferrothorn. Custom set. I know it's game 1 of the live, but I'm going to take this a little bit more seriously. So, Gyarados. Wow, it still doesn't mount that range to even max HP Landers, so I gotta be careful because that could be a Z, like a Z fly type of Landers, a type of bait to help out Lele, and it doesn't really need it to be honest, but Tapu Lele. Custom set. Moonblast does 48 to 58, Psyshock does 56 to 66, but yeah, my best play is easily going Lando. This is the only play. This is the only play that guarantees the KO. I don't know. He looks like he's running HP, but that doesn't mean he's not running defense. So my Psyshock calc is a lie. So yeah, we'll HP Ice here. We get rid of Landers. Great. No more Intimidate. HAWLUCHA looks ridiculously set up to go. It honestly just looks ready to go. Lele can come out, and the thing is, I kept TOXAPEX alive so I can pivot in on Lele once. Literally so I can pivot in on Lele once. But yeah, I'm either going to win this game with HAWLUCHA or Sharpedo now. Lopunny comes out. I think I can afford to go Pex right here. Unfortunately, you know, having no Ferrothorn is not the best for me. I think it's actually worth getting in Lando here. Because at worst you go for return, which I'll take. You won't go for another Ice Punch. And what I can do is just U-turn. Now, this is super crucial damage. This Intimidate is super crucial, excuse me. Because what it does is it means that Lele guarantee lives a hit from the Moonblasting. Lele guarantee lives a hit, excuse me, from the Lopunny. I'm thinking about my play, which is Moonblast, obviously, after at that point. But also, Lopunny's guaranteed a range of Psychic Fangs. There's nothing to... First off, he can't even fake me out because of his own terrain, and mine too. Secondly, I'm going for U-turn because it gains me momentum, and if he stays in with Lope, I just sack Pex. As he goes for Ice Punch. I throw her for cover as he throws off a high jump kick, which would have not knocked me out. It's -1, so I'm a little bit confused as to why he made that play. And I'll throw off a Toxic here, mainly because I can recover stall the Lopunny, and what that would allow me to do is as well catch Tapu Lele upon switching. So I no longer need this Mon. He can knock me out with Psychic. This will give me the opportunity to bring out my my Lele, and Psyshock shouldn't be able to knock him out. I'm gonna go for the Moonblast. Moonblast into Poison actually doesn't pick up the KO. Wow, is he Assault? I think he's Assault Vest on his Lele. But ideally I win the next speed tie. Perfect. I can just Guardian the Alola. Oh, as unfortunately he doubles out to Lele of his own. Wow, I think what he's trying to do is waste my terrain, but things are still looking really good for Lopunny. Excuse me, my HAWLUCHA. So I actually just sack Lando right here, regardless of what he does. And I can go Shark. Now the reason I'm going Shark is because I weaken Ferrothorn to 1 hit. I weaken Ferrothorn to a high jump kick. And then HAWLUCHA wins. That's some damage. Oof, that still is some good damage. I don't care if you protect, bro. You're not... This is... Oh yeah, I might be able to acrobatics through you, dude. Or even just HP Fire. So getting Lele here. HP Fire is my play. Gives me Ferrothorn, great. Doesn't save his Protector, which is a little bit iffy in my opinion. And I can just Psyshock Chansey as he goes for Toxic. And I just win the game with Lucha in the back because I have enough turns. I have one more turn of Psychic Terrain, which is all I need to win with it. Yeah, this wasn't as clean as I wanted to, just because he ended up being Assault Vest Lele. which I probably should have noticed based on the damage that my Scald did initially. So that was my bad. I just left. That was my bad. Thought that could have been a little bit more clean at the end, but I didn't take that into account. Also, the Spadef drop from Bucephalon really changed my plays, but another really weak to Hawlucha team, but I'm also pretty weak to opposing Grassy Terrain Hawlucha, and he has Mega Sceptile plus Bulu, which is super problematic. So I'm assuming that Z... actually, he could just be double Arm Burden too, plus Mega Gyarados. Wow, this is going to be a tough game. Really tough one, actually. I love Landorus as a lead because I think it just matches up well versus everything. I can U-turn out versus what I don't match up well versus, and I can Earthquake otherwise. Yeah, this is going to be a toughie. That might even be Screen's Klefki. Yep. So I opted to go for the Earthquake over anything else because, well, now it gives me the ability to get up my rocks. I don't want to get Toxic or anything like that. Yep. Unfortunately, because it's Screen Klefki, this game is going to be incredibly hard. Obviously, I can haze the Hawlucha and whatnot, but first off, this Heatran might just be Z Earth Power, or Bloom Doom, because he has Terrain. I gotta be careful. Get off Scalds, though. I am definitely not staying on this Heatran. Is it leftovers? It is leftovers. Okay, so I can recover. Recover off the damage, and I'm gonna make the Landorus play. Now, I don't like Landorus as much here, but I feel like he might Lava Plume because I've been recovering, but ideally he just goes for another Earth Power. Yep. And this allows me to pressure him Earthquake. Now, Earthquake would knock him out through Reflect. He should know that. So he goes Bulu. Exactly. Alright, it's awesome. Not the best turn for me, and I'm trying to decide how I beat Hawlucha. I think I'm going to have to explode on it, but this does allow me to get in my Ferrothorn. Now, this is pretty important that I'm Chopple Berry because I can take a Superpower and knock him out with Gyro Ball. Unfortunately, he Superpowers immediately. And he looks to be banded, I want to say. That is 100% banded, right? You're not doing you're doing more than Kartana. You're not doing 50. So it's good that he's banded and bad. Good because that means my Lele is going to destroy him. Bad because I'm pretty sure I'll be 2-hit KO'd, yes, by the next Superpower. However, this allows me to get in Tapu Lele now. And honestly, I think I go for my Taponium, my Guardian of Alola. And ideally, I get Heatran in. Gives me Klefki, which is not the best, but at the same time, it'll go down to my attack no matter what, and he can't go for a Prankster move versus me. He can obviously still set up a screen, but he can't go for a Prankster move versus me. So being able to get rid of that is great. However, I am super scared, especially about this Reflect that he's about to get up versus his Hawlucha. And unfortunately, Haze does not deal with Unburden, so we're fighting some pretty scary threats right now. I still stand by my play because I think weakening Heatran as well as potentially weakening the Lucha was worth. Moonblast KOs. He does get his Unburden Mon, but I also get Lele to the point of, I think, out of range of Acrobatics, I believe. However, he'll be able to get in Sceptile, which is scary. I'm debating exploding on that because I can win with Sharpedo. Oh, it's just Mega Sceptile. Just, by the way, just. We'll get in Ferrothorn. So I'm assuming it's Z Gyarados then. As he goes for Earthquake, which is weakened by his terrain. He has to have HP Fire, but my play is to always stay in and go for Gyro Ball, no matter what he does. First off, his +2 attack isn't going to knock me out. Secondly, his Grassy Terrain ends this turn, so his Hawlucha is never going to get a boost. Yep. So it doesn't matter if he goes directly out into Lucha now because Gyro Ball does way too much. I don't know why he SD'd there. There was no way I wasn't Gyro Balling again. So not only did I get rid of his terrain, I got rid of his Hawlucha. I opened up a door for my own. And I'm actually going to get in Lele here because I want my terrain up for my Hawlucha. I don't mind if he gets up both screens. And also blocks the defog, which is fire. That was not... I blocked that too. I think he should have went for Reflect, but I end up blocking both. We know that's a regular Gyarados now, more than likely with Z, because he Mega'd with Sceptile. That was great. I think he played his Hawlucha really hastily. And he threw away his Bulu. And it really was throwing it away because you can't say, oh, well, you were, he knows you were, he didn't know if you were Scarf Layla or not. I just went for a Z move. Alright, so I'm thinking it's double sash plus setup, which is super annoying. Really good for HAWLUCHA, but at the same time really annoying too. It doesn't have to be that though because you have Bulu plus Lando. It could be triple sash. I like Lando as a lead too much. It's going to be really important too for checking Zygarde, Drill. I think I'm going to be overpowered by his offense. I'll be completely honest. I HP Ice twice here though. I'm faster. I'm assuming it's... it doesn't even have to be Stealth Rocket Lead. What is it? Because I really want rocks up, and even though Ferrothorn is really important in that case, I'm going to get up my rocks with my my Ferro right here. He's Rocky Helmet. Okay, cool. So what is it? Scarf Drill then? Yeah, I'm going to get up my rocks with my Ferrothorn. Ideally, he U-turns into Medicham or just SDs. I mean, I get up my rocks either way. Okay, you know what goes in Sharpedo, and there's like no contest. So all I got to do is weaken this Lando. If he goes for HP Ice, great play. If you're SD HP Ice, that is. And we'll just HP Ice. He'll 2 a KO because he's not leftovers or anything. As he goes for U-turn, great. So I get a Landorus in range of every single attack I want to go for, and he's going to be able to bring out his Medicham here. Or his Drill if he wants to. Kind of wish I had Defog, but I think it's still fine. I think it's still fine. Gren, Protean too. Well, gotta get him Pex. He's gonna be able to get up Spike. This is gonna be a tough game. Thankfully, my win con is in the air, so it doesn't care too much about the spikes. Toxic here. Toxic catching Bulu, catching Zygarde, catching Medicham is way too good. It's also confirmed not Scarf Spike Grin, so that's great. It needs to be weakened a little bit more for my Shark though. But Shark goes in and HAWLUCHA goes in. That's what's important. He brings in Bulu too, which I am okay with getting poisoned. And he forfeits. I don't think that was the turn to forfeit. This was definitely a game. This was going to be a good game too. I would have to fight for my win. I don't know why he forfeited there. Maybe because he was SD and he didn't like being Toxic. Toxic was just nice because Lele would 2 a KO. Oh man. This is the onslaught of physical attackers in a Greninja. I mean, obviously Coco isn't, but I'm talking about like these. Mega Beedrill? No. Hey, look at Scarf Landorus in this game. I'm gonna lead off with it and click Earthquake. I'm not switching. Bring out HAWLUCHA. I'm never switching. No, that's not the play. Love Shark in this, but I need damage on Kartana. Unfortunately, he leads Greninja, and I see female, which means Protean. So I'm not trying to stay in on potential Scarf Ice Beam. Now we will throw off a Scald. I mean a Toxic, excuse me. Show me if you're Scarf or not. I'm pretty sure it's Scarf. Like, I'm pretty positive it's Scarf. So this is where it gets a little bit hard because that Lucha coming in is so scary. I'm gonna go Pharaoh now. I want to keep TOXAPEX alive because I think it deals with Greninja the best on my team. And proceed to get on my rocks. Now, I don't have to Gyro Ball. If he wants to give me Coco, that's fine. If I do Gyro Ball, Lucha's 2 a KO'd, so I think you go Kartana first, exactly. And this is why this type of Ferrothorn is really nice here. So we'll HP Fire. We'll guarantee live the Secret Sword. If he wants to defog, that's fine. I will gladly take your Kartana. What type of HP invested? No. Don't be HP invested. I didn't expect him to go Garchomp there, but I'll live a hit, and he's going to get up his rocks or SD, so I will gladly Toxic you. Again, I'm trying to... I have to play aggressively because, like, now he can easily go for the Dragonium. I'll Haze as he gets in Coco. He did 30 last time with Specs Thunderbolt. Man, this is annoying. Okay, but everything's being set up for Sharpedo, though. I already got the weaken hit I need off on... I already got the weaken hit I need off on Kartana. Garchomp is always in range now. Gren is what I need too. I think I go Lele here. Because I can't let his I can't let his HAWLUCHA come in and sweep me. As he goes for Hidden Power. Don't see a reason to not Moonblast. As he goes Gren, great. Go ahead and give me your Scarf Greninja. I basically Moonblast hit everything and there was no way you go Beedrill there. So I'm okay with that. Lucha comes out. What? First off, I'm faster than most Lucha. Secondly, it's my terrain that's up, not yours. That dude was not paying very much attention right there. Wow, Lele's putting in more work than Shark or HAWLUCHA. But I am getting games fast, which is good. So, ooh, nasty. Very, very HAWLUCHA weak, though. FI weak in Coco. So, very nice. His Rocker's Heat ran. I love Landos and I love Landorus' lead. Entire team grounded. Earthquake is the freest attack in the world. Helps me get a nice pivot in on the Medicham as well. Speaking of Medicham problem, if it's Glare Surf, it's also a problem. I gotta be careful about that. Shark goes in. I've said that very many times though, and this is like the lead where I do not care. Unless you're Sash lead Heatran, do not be Sash lead Heatran. I click Earthquake and don't care. Yep, so my opponent does not get up rocks this game and throws away his Heatran. He might have been Inferno Overdrive or something like that, which is why he stayed in. Alright. Either way, I get Inferno now. Goes for Hidden Power. Okay, so I'm currently out of... If he doesn't touch me and goes hard Medicham, I'm out of range of High Jump Kick. Okay, awesome. He didn't touch me and went Medicham. Now, I'm out of range of High Jump Kick. If he fakes me out, I'm not out of range. I will die. If he's adamant, I will die. I'll show you guys the calc, though. Whatever. Live. There you go. Like I said, we were out of range of High Jump Kick. And getting rid of Medicham is so awesome. Go ahead and touch me. That is so cool. That is awesome. Not only did I get my rocks, I was able to pretty much... Wait, what? Okay, I 1v1 this Medicham. I don't know why you went for BP. What were you trying to touch? It wouldn't hit Lele because of terrain. That was an odd play. Maybe he's trying to set up with his Zygarde on it. Nope, go Superior first. Goes for Hidden Power. Do not want to get glared. He looks like he has sub as well. I feel like it's really premature if I go for Explosion, but I'm kind of tempted to do so because this thing is a problem. But I know I can U-turn though. As he glares. Landorus' HP doesn't matter so much, but keeping Lele alive does. I mean, Psyshock KOs you. If I get paralyzed, bad, but thankfully I didn't. Like, I was willing to risk it right there because I guess I need HP on Landorus in general for Zygarde as the problem, and Landorus is my answer. So as long as I keep it to random, good. And at this point, my most expendable member is always TOXAPEX, so I throw that out when he brings out Coco. Always. Because the other ones have potential to sweep or do damage. All I need is like 2 more hits off on Coco to beat it. I think 2 more rock switchings, or even 1 more rock switching might put it in range of High Jump Kick. So keeping Lele alive is important. That's not Specs. Always throw out Toxic here, no point in recovering. Could be Shucka Berry. It might be Z. I feel like the Heat Run was Z though, based on how I played initially. But we Toxic here. Either if he HP Ices, predicting my Lando. If he goes Zygarde, expecting to recover. If he goes Gastrodon, whatever. I don't know what type of Coco this is, but I kind of want to... Yeah, okay, so it's not Shucka. Because I would live in HP Ice from Shucka Berry Coco anyway, and basically what I'd be able to do was I'd... It's important to Earthquake you. It's not... I don't go Lele yet, because I still have HAWLUCHA in the back. 1,000 arrows does a ton. That did a ton. Alright, go Lele now. Got my chip that I need for Shark and for HAWLUCHA. Is that banded? No, there's no way, right? I am max HP. I'll Mega Evolve immediately, as it allows me to outspeed Zygarde and just KO it without having to go for Protect and risking a DD or anything like that. And at this point, I think I beat Gashadon because they're all, I mean, he can, I can get the Fence Drop, even if he burns me, I can get the Fence Drops, so Landorus Explosion KOs, and they're all Spadef because they need to take on, yeah, like even if he burns me, it doesn't matter. They're all Spadef because they need to be able to switch in on Greninja and Coco, and mainly Greninja, obviously, even Magearna as well. So Sharpedo is able to come through right here. I don't want to click Psychic Fangs, no point in revealing it. I might play this guy again. Not that Psychic Fangs is that useful in the game versus him, but yeah, it's still in my best interest to keep it hidden. Though I'm recording a video and it'll be live. Gosh, I hate Mimikyu. Do I lose to you? I kind of feel like I do. I have to leave Pharaoh because I have to get up my rocks in this game. I need rocks in this game. Oh gosh, he led Victini. I was blinded by how weak I am to Victini. Okay, he Final Gambits. Now, losing Pex is super bad, as it's very good in this game, but I don't need rocks anymore. I can use my Ferrothorn to weaken his own Ferrothorn and try and win with Shark. Actually, losing Pex is really bad, because like that Celesteela is a problem. I'm getting blindsided by the fact that I'm so weak to Mimikyu now. So weak to Mimikyu now. Nice Ice Punch, dude. Alright, what do you turn? I have Chopple, plus I can dodge and stuff like that, so I don't mind. Yeah, he could easily have Jump Kick here too. Oh, Returns is a better play though. Yep. Cool. Trying to think, is Gyro Ball better? Like I can beat Mimikyu. I have the tools, but okay. This is gonna do like 30, but I still have to weaken you too. I gotta weaken everything. I don't see how I beat Mimikyu, but I can see it at the same time. It's just tough. Oh, this is awesome. I get a nice and weakened Ferrothorn. Oh, that's almost in range of Crunch. Let me hit you again. And he's Rocky Helmet too. This is awesome. I can just Gyro Ball here because I'll live the high jump kick due to my Chopple. So, okay, things are looking alright. Things are definitely looking alright. Lopunny's gone. Ferrothorn is weakened. He does have a Celesteela though, which kind of smacks me. Like hardcore. You would Z right here, right? It's gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Luckily it's offensive, but it's still not luckily for me because it's still gonna hurt. It's Life Orb. Woof! Whoa! Life Orb Celesteela. Okay. Okay, I see you. He can go Mimikyu now. Goes Feral though. Alright, I see how I beat Mimikyu. I need to weaken this though. I see how I beat Mimikyu. It needs to be adamant. That's how I beat Mimikyu. That is legitimately how I'm going to beat Mimikyu here. Goes Bisharp first. Which is a threat. It's not in range of Moonblast, and I have to get in HAWLUCHA. It's almost in range of Moonblast, though. Yep, just almost in range of Moonblast. I think that's in range of Moonblast. I feel like it is, but I'm not sure. That's why we have a calculator. There's no way I beat the Mimikyu. Unless he's actually adamant. Which some are. Some are. Sharp. Moonblast does 76. I don't have enough turns of terrain though. I feel like anyway. Alright, so that got rid of Bisharp. That didn't matter. Be faster, buddy. Okay. It comes down to if it's Life Orb or actually Z, but I have to... sack Lando here. Get back in my Lele to get the terrain. Be Life Orb! It's not. I think we lose. Ah, unfortunate, man. The first L. He can misplay rough, but he should just go for Z. Yeah, I was about to say there's no way that KO'd. Ah, good game. Unfortunately, we take the first L right there. So him going for Final Gambit turn 1 was huge. I could not have expected that. Him going for Final Gambit turn 1 was huge. That was big. That was good though. Who is playing random battles? And why are they losing? Was that me? There's no way that was me. I didn't play a random. Like no, losing random battles. Hell yeah, that could have been me. But there's no way I played a random battle on this account. So unfortunately, we got our first loss of the series. Final Gambit was really bad for us. I'm not gonna lie. We almost got it back. I just need a little bit more damage off on Mimikyu because I knew Acrobatics would do around the 80% range, but I'm pretty positive it wouldn't KO off the rocks. Ah, that sucks. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.